What's going on, guys? Toast Team back
What's
here
up?
again. And, yeah, today I'm here with Will, of course, and we're gonna be doing ghost stories.
Yeah, someone suggested it in the comments, so we're gonna do it today.
Yep. So, Will, you can go
I guess
first.
I'll go first. I'll start with one that's not scary at all, and it's probably a super good explanation for what has happened. But so it was kind of late at night, and I was in my room just watching YouTube on my computer, and I wanted to go ask my mom a question. So I went to go ask her a question. I closed my door. I heard it close. I saw it close. And then I go ask her a question, come back, and while I'm coming back, I see my door opening. And yeah, that's basically it. So it's not too scary, but it's just kind of freaked me out in the moment.
Yeah, so, guys, mine are probably not gonna be that true. I'm gonna be, reading them
He's
off
reading
of,
him on the
offline
website.
because, yeah, just because, you guys asked for it, and yeah.
You don't have it in me.
So,
I actually have. So
a couple of months ago, my friend's cousin, a single mother, bought a new cell phone. After a long day of work, she came home, placed her phone on the counter, and went to watch TV. Her son came to her and asked if he could play with her new phone. She told him not to call anyone or mess with text messages, and he agreed. At around 11:20, she was drowsy, so she decided to tuck her son in and go to bed. She walked to his room and saw that he wasn't there. She ran over to her room to find him sleeping on her bed with the phone in his hand. Relieved, she picked up her phone back up from his hand to inspect it. Browsing through it, she noticed only minor changes such as a new background, banner, etc. But then she opened up her saved pictures. She began deleting pictures he had taken, only until one new picture remained. When she first saw it, she was in disbelief. It was her son sleeping on her bed, but the picture was taken by someone else above him, and it showed the left half of an elderly woman's face. And that's the end of that one.
yeah. So this next one I have didn't actually happen to me. It actually happened to my brother. And so yeah, my brother, he's out of college and everything. But when he went to college, he lived in the dorm. And so I think it was one of his and his buddy that lived in that dorm. And like they had to do laundry and everything. So my brother, he goes down to take down laundry. And while he's going down the stairs, he feels like a slight push, and he almost trips down it. But he did drop his laundry everywhere, and then so once he tripped over his laundry, he looked back up the stairs and he saw some type of figure. I think I don't know what he saw exactly. It was some type of shadow, and so yep, he went down doing all his laundry and stuff, and then when he was walking back to his dorm, I think when he was walking outside once, he also saw the same thing outside.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's called The Ghost Bro. Okay, so my house was built in 1904. It is a single family home, wood frame setting on a concrete block foundation. I have been living here for about 12 years. Of all weird things that my siblings and me have seen or heard in this house, this one event is my favorite. This happened to my brother. About 10 years ago, my brother and his best friend started a garage band playing mostly Spanish rock, alternative music, but in Spanish. His friends could only get together on Sunday afternoons. They would practice into early evening, and they would usually call it quits by 8 p.m. This was the time I usually showed up and went to bed because I worked the graveyard shift. This happened in late fall, so the days were getting shorter. They had just finished a long session when the decision to head to someone else's house came out. My brother handed his car keys to his buddy so they could load up the equipment. Everyone had filed out of the basement, but the tricky part was that they needed to walk all the way to the back of the basement, up the back stairs, through the kitchen doorway, down the hall, into the living room, and out into the front porch. Everyone was outside sitting in my brother's truck waiting for him. My brother was walking back up the stairs when he remembered that he had left his pancakes in a to-go container sitting on a speaker in the basement. He made the decision to go back. Now the basement is not clean with full sight lines. There had been no partitions made, and the boiler and main heating unit are right smack in the middle. So after my brother walks back, he's about to retrieve his food container, when out of the corner of his eye he sees it. It's a shadowy figure right in his peripheral vision. This feeling of dread and uneasiness washed over my brother. We had been taught that if you were in the presence of a spirit or ghost and you felt a bad vibe, to say a quick prayer or to cuss at it. My brother chose later, he basically just told it. I'm not gonna read that line. But, hey brother. My brother started to walk to the back of the basement and briskly up the stairs, closing doors and turning off lights as he was walking out. The last light switch is on the opposite side of the front door. Luckily, the door was open and the light from the street lamp was flooding the living room with its amber light. My brother said he felt something at his back, but at no point did he turn around. As he flicked the last switch, the living room went dark, as did the rest of the house. As he stepped and pulled the door, closing it behind him, still holding his food container in one hand, and he jogged down the few porch steps. He walked towards the front gate. Our house resides far from the main street, essentially having a large front yard but no rear garage. As he closed the gap between himself and his friend-laden truck, he kind of smiled and thought things over in his head, mad at himself for spooking out when there was no reason. He climbed into the driver's side of the truck, putting on his seatbelt and getting ready to pull out of the parking spot directly from the house when one of his friends asked, "Hey, wait, what about your brother? Isn't he coming with us?" My brother answered. "What do you mean? He went to work early tonight. He's already gone. Do you see his car anywhere?" The next question they asked, "So then who was walking behind you when you were leaving the house?" And that's it. That's yeah, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. I'd be gone from that house.
Yeah. Okay, you got another one?
I do. And this one involves my house, so good time to do that. So yeah, anyways, it was at night or whatever, and I was trying to go to sleep, and I just heard something tapping on my window. So I go out and I think, maybe it's just like, I don't know what it could have been, because my room's on the second floor. And there's no trees by it. So maybe it's been a bug hitting the window, maybe. And so yeah, I go just look out the window. I don't see anything, and then like I hear like sounds like footsteps on my roof. That sounds like human footsteps, not like little raccoon or squirrel footsteps. And that freaked me out even more. So I kind of just like got under the covers and just watched YouTube to try to go to sleep. And my mom like was asleep too, so no one else would have been doing this. And then I hear like something from the kitchen, like something fell, and I had my dog in my room, so it couldn't have been her that like made something fall.
That's weird.
Like I go downstairs the next morning and nothing seemed out of place.
That's really weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, how long is it? Okay, this one's not that long. One night when I was maybe 10 to 12, I had trouble falling asleep. My bedroom was the entire top floor of our house, with my bed as such being on the left side and storage closets and the play area being on the right. I was lying in bed when I heard a noise from the other side of the room and see a rocking horse beginning to rock. I was sitting just outside of one of the storage closet doors. It proceeded to rock its halfway across the room and stopped dead under the ceiling light. At this point, I was freaking out and just buried my head under my blankets and never peeked out again until morning. It was all confirmed to not be a dream, as the rocking horse was still in the middle of my room when I woke up. Furthermore, I got a stern reprimand from my parents for being up out of bed, playing with my toys well past bedtime. Their bedroom was directly below the storage play closet, and had heard the creaking of the rocking horse shuffling across the room.
Is that it?
Yep. Wasn't really that scary, but
Yeah. I bet I would be freaked out.
I would be freaked out, but like compared to the other one, the last one, that one's not that bad.
Yeah, I have one more.
Okay. Probably in the video after you say this one.
Okay. One more that happened to my friend. Ethan knows one from Ashton. But like, so I have a friend Ashton. His name is Ashton, and his grandma has 2 dogs, and so their dogs wouldn't go up into their parents' room because of some spiritual thing. And sometimes at night when they like shined a light or whatever, they'd see like little orbs floating around or whatever. And sometimes they had like paranormal stuff going on around the house. So they called in one of those people that like kind of lights your house or whatever, try to get the spirits out. And they called it, and the person went up into the Ashton's parents' room, and apparently it had been possessed by some type of thing, and there was actually like a portal there that could bring some stuff in. I don't know if that's all that is true, but and like after he blessed the house and stuff, the dogs went up there again.
That's sketch.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, guys, so that's really been the video. Kind of ending it off with a creepy one there, but yeah, guys, that's been the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you guys want to see more of this type of content, because we are happy to do anyway. So we'll see you guys later.